Guys, it's rough. It's been rough. I am live. Hey, Facebook, Twitter land, Periscope land, YouTube land. How you guys doing on Saturday? Let me tell you something. My commitment is to go live every day at 7 o'clock. I have a challenge starting next Friday. I am so freaking excited. I'm ready to know. I'm so ready to rock on a whole nother level. And let me tell y'all something. If you want a radical rise, wait. First of all, let me introduce myself for people who don't know who I am. My name is Dr. Khadija X. Chapman. I'm Coach Millionista. I'm your radical wealth-building strategist. I'm the girl that helps you put the big in your business, the bold in your branding, the amazing in your marketing, so you get some radical results going through your bank account, right? I'm also the founder of, so this is an example. Click on comments to show on screen. I don't know what's going on over here, but also I'm that girl who, I got all this paperwork and that ain't sexy. Plus, I want to make sure can't nobody read none of my mail. You'd be surprised how many people be trying to get the little magnifying glass to see, what that say over there. Anyway, but I have some stuff that just, this is what I'm trying. This is what I saw. Let me move this stuff out the way. I always laugh every time I move stuff out the way. I always but the little commercial. But like, it's all beautiful and premise one area and it's just junk every place else on it. Y'all see that commercial on YouTube? Yeah. Anyway, my house ain't that bad, but my office is what it is. But anyway, I'm also the founder of the Millionaires Matrix. It's a wealth building platform designed to engineer more millionaires. And I got to get this other thing. So Instagram, you guys are the only one. Inner Peace, is that my Stacy? Is that Stacy? I don't know. Is that Stacy on Instagram? I can't tell. But anyway, hi, Inner Peace. How you doing? One of my BFFs named Stacy. She does a lot of stuff around Inner Peace. So say yes if that's you, Stacy. But anyway, so we're going, so the Black Millionaires Matrix, a wealth building platform designed to engineer more Black millionaires. That is my that's the community that we're creating. We're creating a space for people who look like me. You know, people of the dollar, of the dollar, Lord, Freudian slip, of the darker complexion, the darker hue. Hey, and I look a mess, but thank you. You always make me feel beautiful. So anyway, it's designed for us to come together inside of a community so we can win, we can sharpen each other up, and we can do the daggone thing, seriously. And a lot of, I just had some people, Michael Nelson was over my house earlier. He was in Atlanta for a little bit. And we were having this conversation, and he's real. He's a visionary for people who know him. He changed his life in Africa. He used to have a building on 68th in Superior, which is Cleveland, Ohio, which is where I'm from. And he had a big vision, right? So we were having this conversation, and he could be, and I told him, I said, listen, I'm gonna tell you why I stopped doing business with you. So one was kind of personal, I'm gonna leave that one there, but the other one was he was really mean to people. He was one of them kind of guys who would cuss you out, not so much cuss out women and things like that, but some of the men, I didn't like that. And then I was sharing with him that you have to create a space for people to win in if you want people around you to win. Like if you cuss some people out and that's all they ever heard, you ain't gonna do nothing, you ain't shit, Well, we as Black people, like if you don't hear nothing positive and nobody's standing and holding a space for you to grow and to be, then you're probably gonna stay where you are. I'm all about transformation and transitioning and taking things to a whole nother level. And I'm gonna tell you something, for those of you who understand my radicalness, for those of you who understand who I am, who I be, you understand the game that I play. And the game that I play is I'm standing for you to be the best that you could possibly be. This is the thing though, right? It's a lot of us, we just looking for somebody to give us permission when we're not in a position to give ourselves permission to go to the next level. My whole program is about creating a radical rise for yourself. It's unleashing the radical factor for yourself. And there's one thing that if you get this one thing right and you do this one thing, then everything else becomes a non-negotiable win for you. Seriously. And I like to talk about the one things, because when you get a couple of these one things and you really get it becomes a solid for you, your life changes everything changes. The way you see people, the way you think about things. I got a guy right now who's on my phone. I can't wait to get off this live so I can call him, cuss him out. Look, I was just talking about being positive, but I'm going to cuss him out, right? I'm being silly. But it's like, you know, he's very upset because we're doing some business and it's kind of not going as fast or whatever. But this is the thing, right? My team is doing every damn thing in the world and then something to help him. Like, he has no idea. And I've spoken to him a couple of times. I'm like, look, I don't even take on new clients because I don't need any new business. Seriously, I don't. And I don't even know you. So you're blessed to even be in this platform that I'm creating. So, but he's really upset over things that are kind of like his own fault, his own doing. Ain't got nothing to do with me, but I'm not gonna get into that. But the point is, I said, why did he went to some real, like, I'm gonna call it stupid stuff that he was insinuating. And I'm like, well, first of all, you need to check my record and know who I am and know who you're talking to, because I'm a gangster for real if you don't know. So don't come for me in that capacity, because you might hurt yourself before you wreck yourself, right? Some people think, you know, I'm just this sweet little innocent girl, and I am. But you know what? I got some people around me who ain't so sweet and innocent. So you better know who you're threatening and making idle threats and all that crazy stuff, right? But this is the funny part, though, right? Our only intention is to help. That's it. That's our only intention. And then I'm asking them, well, why are you thinking on such a negative level? Because, you know, Black people, first thing we want to do is think somebody trying to steal our money or think somebody trying to do something without integrity. But this is what one of my mentors said. You can't spot what you ain't got. And I get it that sometimes people have things going on around them and this happened over there and this happened over there. But when I meet people, I typically meet people who can do what they say they can do and show up in their best self. But even in that space, sometimes things don't go as planned. And I ain't never on nobody's phone cussing them out, threatening them, thinking they took my stuff and did so with it. I mean, where did that come from? Because I'm not that person, you know, so that my mind doesn't go there. Other people around me may go there, but my mind doesn't go there. Because most people that I meet, they show up and they are exactly who they say they are, and they do exactly what they say they're going to do. I'm good people. I attract good people. I meet good people. I do good business. And this is one thing I told the brother. I said, I never told you I was professional. I never told you I was perfect. I told you I was going to get the results. So what do you want? Because there's a whole lot of people that show up on time, but then they don't get what you need, but they have a lot of conversation. Trust me. I've been, me and my other associate was just talking about the meeting after the meeting after the meeting after the meeting, and then there's no action. There's like, it took a year to do something they could have did in like 10 days. Seriously. I've been on some really big real estate projects, and I'd be like, well, are they just getting paid to have meetings? Because at the end of the day, we could have we could have laid the foundation. We could have just whatever, right? But anyway, let me get back to this intentional piece, because I'm not going to be long, okay? In order to have the radical rise that most of us are looking for, I should have said 3 things, but because I said one, I'm going to just keep the integrity. I'm going to talk about the one thing. I talked about integrity the other day. You just got to have integrity, right? The thing that I wanted to talk about today was your intention. Your intention. When you start, and I've heard this, and you guys have probably heard this too, what you focus on, it grows. Where you put your energy, it flows, right? Where your attention goes, energy flows. So if you join the Black Millionaires Matrix that we've created and put together to engineer more Black millionaires, guess what's going to happen to you? I don't know about the other person. I'm talking about to you, because that's your intention, and you're inside of a community designed for you to win. If that's your intention, that becomes your reality. Now, some people are going to say, oh, well, I've had intentions to do this, or I've had intentions to do that. I see some really cool names here. Hey, 5-inch wheels. Hey, Chakra. I can't pronounce it, but hey, you, Chakra something. Chakra-less, I don't know. Anyway, thank all of you guys for joining. I can't see the comments yet on live stream, but there's a way to do it. I gotta play with that. I'm not hitting the right thing. I'll get it together. Y'all know I ain't technically challenged. I mean, you know I'm not technically advantageous. I don't know, but I'm not good with technical stuff, okay? But anyway, when you come inside of a community designed for you to win, and the people on my team, baby, listen, it's non-negotiable. It ain't about nothing except understanding your story, understanding what you've created energetically, understanding how to uncreate and recreate what it is that you want, because you're around a group of people who support you. So at the end of the day, we just getting this party started. I'm very, 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 very excited. Radical, guys, if you don't know, in my world, it stands for results achieved daily, intentionally creates amazing living. So I want you to get radical with me. I want you to tell me your biggest, your boldest dream. I want to know who you are. I want to know why you are who you are, why you haven't hit the numbers you want to hit or the goals you want to hit. I want to know why. I want to know everything about you. I want to be that girl that coaches you to the home run, coaches you to the touchdown. Are sports back in? Yeah. I know they like came back up, but I don't know. It's so funny because it's like, on one day, I heard that the sports was coming in early, and then the next day they're shutting everything down. Listen, that's a whole game plan. That's a whole, and I'm gonna tell you something else. It's people getting stupidly wealthy right now because they're focusing on themselves because they were taken out of population basically and told to sit down and wear a mask if you go out or whatever. But at the end of the day, a lot of people are having time to themselves to stop to think. And it's so funny because it's probably going to be a lot of divorces because people are around and in each other's space. I'm laughing, but hopefully it'll be more babies made. But at the end of the day, I'm here to serve. That's what I'm here for, and I'm doing what I love, and I love helping my people and people who look like me come up. And like right now, there's a lot of money going on with the SBAs and the loans and the things like that. And for people positioned, they can play in that space, and then they can get a loan. I don't care if it's $20,000 or $200,000 or whatever. I mean, it's a lot of different ways of playing that space for people who are positioned. And I don't know. I don't get into the Democratic thing. I don't get into the Republic thing. I get into the green thing. And how can I get me some green? Who gonna help me in that space, period? So there's certain foundational things that people need to have in place so that they can take advantage of what's going on around me right now. And inside the Millionaires Matrix, we talk a lot about being creative and being, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my God. I can't really think of the word right now, but creative intentional is probably the best word because, like, for example, I have another coach, right? It was a $10,000 course. And, at some point I was like, do I really need to pay $10,000 for this course? Like, what is this lady going to teach me? Now, she did make $10 million in 4 years, and that's a whole nother, and I think she made a large percentage of that maybe in the last 6 to 8 months, maybe of her career. But this is the thing. Anyway, so she gave us a strategy. I'm gonna get back to that money piece in a minute. She gave us a strategy of how to build your foundation, your LLC, your Inc., your foundation. And I had a strategy that I thought was bad, but I thought it was bad to the bone. But she gave me another strategy that was worth the whole entire course. It was worth the whole entire course. Even though her course is bad to the bone. But sometimes, because I'm a person, I'm a student of life, and I'm a student of excellence. So I like to sit with masters. Like I get, when you pay to play, like real talk, you get to show up, and people get to show up for you, and they get to share things with you that you may not get to have access to. And so, for those of you who don't know, I'm putting on a wealth summit. I'm not sure. I'm coming up with a day with my team and I. And people like her, I want there because this is what I was gonna tell you about her money train. I literally I sat and watched her make $1 million in 24 hours. And to be honest with you, it's probably a couple hours, really, real talk. And when we had a conversation around it, she was like, her expectations that was not her expectations. That was not her goal. Her goal was, I don't remember the exact number, but the thing is though, but intentionally, she has a business plan. She has a vision plan. And this is what all of us need to have, that she's growing into because the intention was already set. So it's not about, like, even inside the Millionaires Matrix, it's not about becoming a millionaire. It's not. That's a play on word. The Black Millionaires Matrix, the movie The Matrix, it shows you that we're in a system designed to keep us broke. The Black Millionaires Matrix is a system designed to engineer Black millionaires, right? That's the intention. But when you get in there, you start understanding energetically how life is and how you've created the life that you have today and how to uncreate what you have. Just like, some of you guys know, I don't know if I shared this or not, but I stepped out of a 26-year relationship that wasn't serving me. It wasn't. It was good, and good is the enemy of great. And the relationship was what it was. All right, it was perfect while it was good till it wasn't. And even my coach today has asked me a lot of questions that made me really think about why I made some of the choices I made, even in that relationship. But this is the thing, all right? We all get to choose to go to the next level. We all get to choose to either stay where we're at or go to the next level. And most of us are programmed to stay where we're at. So when someone like me shows up and starts talking about the Black Millionaires Matrix, it's some of y'all going, man, what's she talking about? Who is she? Is she a millionaire? How she do that? Right? And then some of y'all like, yo, let's go. What I got to do first? Why I got to sign up next Friday? 7:00 every day. I'm on for at least 15 minutes. So since today is Saturday, and I typically don't work on the weekends, but because of a project that we're putting together, that is so cool. You can see my little friends in the back. Some of the people I know. Like I love my Black people. And some of the best books you're gonna read is by our people. Okay, don't get it twisted. But that's not to say. Read everything. Read everything. Read as much as you can. But anyway, it's your girl, Dr. Khadijah X. Chapman here, telling you that the one thing that you need, that I promise you will undoubtedly have a radical rise, is if you do this one thing, and the one thing is to be intentional about what it is that you want. Be intentional. And if you hire someone like me as a coach, or come in and play in my space, because my challenge starts next Friday, and it's so stupidly inexpensive. And it's so about getting you to the next level of life, getting you to the next level of thought, getting you to the next level of doing you. I want you to do you. I want you to do you. I don't want you to do my program. I want you to do you. I want to pull out the biggest, the best, the boldest, the most amazing thing, because you have a superpower. The challenge is, most of us, we get, it's like you got the superpower, but you get all this stuff thrown on you, right? Rejection, you get hurt, you get pain, you get disappointment, so a lot of times you need somebody to come and remind you, and to just literally remind you that you're powerful, that you're able, that is possible, that is possible. Like, real talk. Like, I was talking to my coach earlier, and I'm telling him my story because he's asking me all these questions. This is a new coach, and to be honest with you, I don't even know how I ended up in this guy's, on his platform. But he's so freaking amazing. He looks like me. So he was like, hey, how'd you end up over here? And I'm like, well, I was invited because I hired someone to do some work for me, and they were telling me that you do something similar to what I do. So I wanted to just check you out for that reason. And baby, when I got into your course, to his introduction, I was blown away. Even my daughter was listening. The stuff was so good. Oh my God. And that's why I know a lot, but then I don't know a lot, right? I know a lot, but then I don't know a lot. I'm really good at helping people find the money. I'm really good at consulting. I'm really good at helping broker deals. I'm really good at giving you access to things you probably didn't even think of. You didn't even know that you didn't know, but it's right there. You got your $1 million sitting right there, and somebody like me show up and be like, oh, wait a minute, did you see that? Da-da-da. Put that over there and do that with that, and then do this, and da-da-da. And next thing you know, we got a strategy, right? Boom, $1 million in a year. That's my challenge, right? So it could be 3 years, it could be 5 years, it could be 10 years. The challenge with a lot of us is we don't think we're good enough. We don't think we're good enough. And because we don't think we're good enough, we don't start the challenge, or we don't complete the challenge. So at the end of the day, I want to be real clear about one thing. Whatever you think is possible, you're right. Whatever you think, whatever you believe, whatever you believe. And if you want to believe something different, if you want to create something different, if you want to go to the next level, sometimes you just got to do something a little different. Sometimes you got to connect with different people. And see, for me, I'm about creating the life that I want. And you know what? And I sit back, and one of my best friends is on the line, Stacy. She's still here, Inner Peace. And I remember when she was saying some things to me that was so profound. She's very, people, I got a whole lot of smart people around me, right? But she always says she's a deep thinker, and she's optimistic, and she's a deep thinker, right? And she said some things to me that made me really think about some of my choices. And that's why you need people around you who are going to be real with you, right? And just, tell you what it is. But at the end of the day, one thing I got from it is to be true to myself. Always be true to myself. And don't forget to be true to yourself. A lot of times as women, oh my God, we are so busy taking care of everybody else. And a lot of times we're not even doing it on a conscious level, because I thought it was all about me and it's my world and I'm doing it this way and I'm doing it that way. But in reality, when I go back and I think about my life and the choices I made and the things I accepted, I realized it really wasn't all about me. I was trying to keep the peace. I was trying to be, kumbaya. I don't know how to say it, but I was trying to make sure everybody good, right? Today, I am intentional. And I'm going to tell you something about the Millionaires Matrix. I don't care if 10 people join or 10,000 people join or 10 million join. One thing I do know, we're going to engineer millionaires, period. So, my next question always is, are you going to be one of them? Period. So I know I haven't given a link, and some people are going to the link on my link on LinkedIn. I'm sorry, not LinkedIn, Instagram, and it's not working. And I don't know why it's not working. And I meant to correct that, but it will be working soon. So my apologies for now. And like my other coach says, it don't have to be perfect. It just has to be done. Whatever. So I'm coming live every day at 7 o'clock for at least 15, 20 minutes, just to share some radical rants with you, just to let you walk into my world so you can see who I think or who I am and how I could possibly serve in the capacity so that I can help you with your radical rise. Because I'm in a continual radical rise, right? So, and that's my intention. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. So thank you so much for sharing this time with me. I am Dr. Khadijah X. Chapman, Coach Maynesi, a radical wealth building strategist. And I promise you, it's always going to get later greater, y'all. It's always going to get greater later. All right, but I got to go. Intention, be intentional, be intentional, be intentional, be intentional. I promise you, your whole world will change. If you be intentional, stand up for yourself, stand up for what you believe in. And if you need somebody to help you and hold your hand and push you a little bit and be that drill sergeant that I can be, then be a part of the Black Millionaires Matrix and come on in and get some of the love and some of the dynamics. And I am so excited to put this baby together, to finally build that community and that platform that's not out there. It's just not. I don't know of any other platform that's the mission is to engineer Black millionaires. Let me know if it's one out there. And that's a lot of platforms out there doing a lot of phenomenal things for us, but I haven't seen that one. So guess what? I'm here. We're going to do it. We're going to make history, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. I got to go. Thank you guys so much for being here. Bye-bye. Got to go. Bye, Instagram. All right, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter. Bye-bye, guys. And I will be dropping a link real soon. Peace and love. I'm thinking I got a touch screen, not this one. All right.